Yo, what's good? What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. It's Neff, and today we're going to be looking at the HAVOC changes that were announced today, and data mine and whatnot. But before we get into the video, you can see on the bottom of the screen here, my UI and WeCores are available for subs and Patreons. So if you want to check that out, there's links in the description to those. And that actually reminds me, I need to fix this WeCore. Make sure Inertia works. It does. Yeah, let's just get straight into the video. Again, if you like the UI, it's available for subs and Twitch subs and patrons, so links in the description. First, we're just going to look at the tree. There were huge changes to the tree. As you can see here, we have two talents that aren't in yet. Netherwalk is now here. It's very easy to get. Deflecting Dance is a new ability. We'll take a look at that in a second. But if you look at the bottom of the tree, that's where the big changes are. We have 2 new capstones, so we have 5 total capstones now. One of them being Essence Break, Fel Barrage, Shatter Destiny, Any Means Necessary, and a new ability, A Fire Inside. And there were also some like baseline changes to the spec, and I made a little list of what we're going to go through today. And the first thing is going to be meta being changed to a 2-minute cooldown. So baseline, they changed it to a 3-minute. And then they kept this talent here, which reduces it to by a minute, so it makes it a 2-minute cooldown. You can see in the top right there, the tooltip, 2-minute cooldown. They got rid of the first of the Illidari, so we can't make it a 1-minute. But you know, we still have demonic, so that's nice. But yeah, it is a 2-minute cooldown. That's a very good change. So now we can use like the juicer 2-minute trinkets that almost every other class gets to play with. Stuff like the new huge fragment, which is a 2-minute cooldown. It gives a ton of main stat on a 2-minute cooldown, which is going to be sick. We will probably end up using that, like I said in my last video. Yeah, that's going to be a very good trinket. The next thing we're going to look at is the new Deflecting Dance ability. So basically what this is, you deflect incoming attacks while blade dancing, absorbing damage up to 15% of your max HP. So basically, when you press Blade Dance, you get a 15% absorb for 15% of your max HP. So it's like a 1-minute or a 1-second absorb for 15% of your max HP. And we Blade Dance like every 6-7 seconds. And yeah, this is going to be very, very strong. Then we have Netherwalk, and moving from, it was here where Improved Chaos Strike is. This is probably going to be a dead talent now, but Netherwalk and Desperate Instincts are very easy to get now. So getting our immunity back is very, very nice. Another huge change to one of our abilities is Fodder to the Flame has been changed. Now there is no more RNG. You no longer have to collect the soul from the demon, and it's a 1.5-minute cooldown because it's tied to your spectral sight. So whenever I'll show it on the screen here, whenever you spectral sight, your demon will appear. And then you can just instantly cancel aura it. So I have a macro. Where is it? Here. Just cast Spectral Sight, cancel aura Spectral Sight. Then we click it. We don't have a talented. we don't have Fodder talent. Let me fix that really quick. And we'll be back in a minute and a half. Okay, Spectral Sight is off cooldown. So we'll take a look at that now. Sure, I'm talented into it. Here we go. Boom, Spectral Sight, demon appears. We can cancel aura and it stays with us. It still looks like it's like 25 seconds long or something, whatever the duration is. And we can just throw Glaive it and we instantly get the demon soul. We don't have to pick it up anymore. So it is a very, very nice change. No more RNG, no more soul collection, and 1.5-minute cooldown. It's kind of weird because meta not being 3 minutes, you might want to hold your fodder for 30 seconds, so that's kind of weird now. But yeah, the other 2 parts not being RNG and no more soul collection is a very good change. I kind of wouldn't mind if they made Spectral Sight a 2-minute cooldown just to line it up with our meta, just to make us feel like we're not having to hold a CD for an entire 30 seconds, but the next thing we'll look at is the new capstone of Fire Inside. So Immolation Aura has 1 additional charge and a 30% chance to refund a charge when used. You can have multiple Immolation Auras active at one time. So we currently can't use this because when you're talented into it, your immolation aura literally just doesn't work. Boom, my M aura, you see it's on cooldown, and I just don't have the buff. So currently it's bricked on PTR. Hopefully that'll be changed. But I think this is going to synergize very well with a talent way over here, a new one called Inertia. When empowered by Unbound Chaos, Fel Rush increases your damage done by 20%. So this is basically just a version of Momentum on fucking crack, right? Just turbo buff, 20% increased damage. Using this with Fodder and you know, Essence Break and everything, it gives us an opportunity for insane burst. That is very nice. But right now I think like Inertia without a fire inside, it doesn't feel very good to play with, and you're probably gonna need a fire inside talent to actually play Inertia, you know, well, for it to actually do well. But we'll see how that plays out, because currently, you know, if you don't have 2 charges of Immolation Aura, you're sitting on your cooldowns for like 10-15 seconds, and it would be less, but Immolation Aura is currently not hasted. The cooldown is currently not hasted, so that kind of makes it feel like shit on PTR too. But apparently it's just a bug, and Immolation Aura will still be hasted. So yeah, once that's fixed, it'll probably make it feel better without a fire inside, but yeah. There were also changes to Isolated Prey. Currently on PTR, it still does give Fury when you Fel Rush, but they removed that function, and now increases Immolation Aura damage by 30% when you're only hitting 1 target. So it does give more viability to Rage Fire and single target, which, you know, we'll probably be playing with the Throw Glaive build, even in single target, maybe in raid. We'll have to see what the tuning looks like and how strong Soul Rend and everything is in single target compared to, you know, like the Shattered Destiny middle build. But Isolated Prey does give more viability to this Rage Fire. 2 talent changes. You see Fel Eruption is no longer on the tree, and Demonic Appetite was here, it's no longer on the tree. They also removed the Immolation Aura duration increase, it's no longer there. But Demonic Appetite and Fel Eruption, they're now baseline. Fel Eruption's here, baseline, don't need to talent it. And Demonic Appetite they threw it into Shattered Souls. Before, without Demonic Appetite, Shattered Souls would only heal you. Now they generate 20 Fury. Demonic Appetite would generate 30 Fury, so they nerfed it a little bit, but it being baseline is you know, definitely a win. And again, there's 2 new talents that we have no idea, so don't look at this build. I'm just messing around with stuff right now, but we have no idea what the actual build will look like because we're missing 2 talents, and this talent literally just doesn't work right now. So don't copy my build and think this is going to be like the, you know, the go-to build. They also changed Fel Barrage. Fel Barrage is no longer a channel. It's like a buff. You press it. It's kind of like Breath of Sindragosa. You just press it. It consumes all of your Fury. I can show you how it works right now. So when you press it, it depletes all of your Fury that you have, right? So you want to use it when you're max Fury. Drive this bound. I do. So you want to make sure you're full of Fury when you use it, and you can continue to like use another I-beam to generate more Fury when you have this buff, right? So I'll just show you how it works. My Immolation Aura doesn't work. So we'll I-beam, get full Fury, then we'll Fel Barrage, then I'll meta so I can I-beam again. Oh, I think it wasn't fast enough. PTR is very fucking laggy. But yeah, basically it's like Breath. You use it and then it starts depleting your Fury. It starts depleting it really fast, like a lot faster than Breath. But I think this is a very good change for it. You can just constantly generate Fury to buff it even more. I don't think they changed it's still reduced beyond 5 targets. But I think this is a really good change for Fel Barrage. It's a really fun and like interactive button, right? It's gonna be fun to play around if it's actually tuned well. They also made a change to Glaive Tempest. They increased the cooldown of it, but it is still hasted. So baseline it's 25 seconds. With haste it's 21. My 20% haste. And then they increased the damage of it by 15%. And now it deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets instead of 5. So this is probably going to be very, very good in Mythic Plus. But yeah, we'll see how everything is tuned, but I think this is going to be a very, very strong button going forward, which I'm a fan of. You know, I'm a fan of Glaive Tempest. I like it. I think it's a pretty cool ability. And then they made a bunch of changes to already existing talents like Critical Chaos. It was a 2-point node, now it's a 1-point node. Dancing with Fate is also a 1-point node. It was a 2-point node. Blind Fury is also now a 1-point node. It was 2. Serrated Glaive was 2, now it's 1. And Growing Inferno was 2, and now it's also 1. So they freed up a ton of points on the tree for us to mess around with these new talents, right? So that's really sick. As of right now, those are all of the changes. The tree and the new stuff looks really, really good. I'm excited to play with the fire inside with Inertia. Having those burst windows like every 20 something seconds are going to be really sick. And Fodder to the Flame being on a 1-minute cooldown, like an on use. I don't know why they tied it to Spectral Sight. I wish they just would have made this a button itself. Don't know why they did that. It is what it is. But overall, I think these changes are very, very, very good. Just being able to get our immunity back alone is a huge win, and Deflecting Dance is another huge win. This is going to be a broken ability, and yeah, I'm really excited for next year. Next year, Havoc is going to be very, very fun to play next year, and it's a spec I would actually recommend to people, especially compared to its current iteration, you know? Again, the UI is available for Twitch subs and patrons if you're interested in that. There's links in the descriptions, and as more updates come out, you know, I'll be making videos and telling you guys about them, and we'll go through them and stuff and look at different things. So yeah, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications when the new video comes out, when new changes come out. And yeah, hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Until next time, peace.